You guard your wallet, you lock your home, you check your bank balance obsessively. But every day, without hesitation, you give away your most valuable asset: time. Seneca, one of Rome's sharpest minds, once wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy." He wasn't being poetic. He was issuing a warning. Because time, once spent, is gone forever. And the tragedy is that most people won't realize this until the clock has nearly run out. Most people don't feel rich. They chase money, status, freedom, always imagining a better version of life just around the corner. But Seneca flips the equation. He says we already have what we seek. The problem is we waste it. Not someday, not hypothetically, but now. In trivial arguments, in meaningless obligations, in numbing digital rituals that pass the hours but not the soul. We behave as if life is endless. And that's the great delusion. Seneca wrote that life is not short, it's just poorly used. 10 minutes lost to scrolling isn't harmless. It's a theft, an invisible one, with no alarm. But the cost is real. If your bank account dropped $100 every time you checked Instagram, would you still do it? Seneca lived before smartphones, but he understood distraction. He saw people chasing political power, social games, public appearances, all while avoiding the work of the soul. Today's distractions are different, but the dynamic is the same. A screen pings. A notification lights up. You check out. Again and again. Until an hour is gone, then a day, then a week. The Stoics didn't fear death. They feared never living. And for Seneca, distraction was death in slow motion. It didn't hurt, it didn't scream, but it devoured you quietly. Modern creatives and freelancers know this pain. The to-do list grows, the deadlines loom, but the mind feels fractured, split between 100 tabs, never quite present, never fully focused. Distraction isn't just unproductive, it's disrespectful to yourself, to your work, to your finite time on this earth. Seneca noticed something ironic. The busiest people often had the least meaningful lives. They were overwhelmed, in demand, always in motion, and yet hollow. Because motion isn't purpose. Filling your day isn't the same as owning it. He argued that most people live as if they'll never die, and die having never truly lived. The modern equivalent is the freelancer with a full calendar, the solopreneur chasing every opportunity, the creator buried under content and deadlines, but with no space left for depth, silence, or real creation. Seneca would challenge you to measure not how much you do, but what you're becoming through it. What if you stopped asking, "How much did I get done today?" and started asking, "Did I live deliberately today?" For Seneca, philosophy was about reclaiming life from chaos. And for modern creators, that means reclaiming your calendar from the crowd. He believed time should be spent, not spent on you, but by you. When you control your schedule, you control your soul. And this is where Stoicism becomes intensely practical. Schedule fewer meetings. Say no more often. Eliminate the shallow. Protect time like a miser protects gold. The Stoic clock doesn't tick like everyone else's. It ticks with intention. It isn't about squeezing in more. It's about subtracting what doesn't matter. If you're a writer, a designer, a maker, your time isn't just time. It's raw material, clay. Every wasted hour is a canvas left blank. You are not here to react. You are here to create. Seneca didn't whisper about death. He wrote about it often, not to frighten but to focus. He believed that remembering death wasn't morbid, it was clarifying. Because when you accept that time is slipping away, you finally start to use it well. A creator who forgets mortality gets sloppy. They tell themselves they'll start the book tomorrow, launch the project next month, rest later. But the Stoic knows later is a lie. You don't need to fear death to live better. You just need to stop pretending you have time to waste. The clock is always ticking. You don't control the length of the game, only how you play it. Seneca lived over 2,000 years ago, but he would have thrived as a solopreneur today. His warning is clear, his wisdom brutal. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. You fear failure, so you hesitate. You desire success, so you postpone peace. But time waits for no one, so guard your hours. Honor your focus. Cut what doesn't matter. Not tomorrow, now. Because you can always earn more money, but you will never get this moment back.